Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here representing Jason Blaha Strength and Fitness. And today I want to chat with you guys and gals a little bit about not comparing yourself to your favorite fitness influencer. And remember, they're not natural even if they claim they are. All right, now that we got that part out of the way, just a quick reminder, if you guys will please click like down below, be greatly appreciated. If you're not subscribed or following, please do so. And if you'll be kind enough to drop me a comment down below, I'd appreciate it so much. That latter part, I don't think people like hearing, and let's take that even a step deeper. Okay, let's even talk about not natty as being using all sorts of filters, dehydration methods before they take their shirt off, to where they literally spend 3 or 4 days dehydrating out. Water depletion, carb depletion, all sorts of stuff, lighting, filters, all this stuff. So everyone, they want to compare themselves to how this guy looks, and it's like, look. Does that influencer, are they shirtless at least 4 days a week on camera, like that it's the same day, year round? Okay. If not, they don't even probably look like they look. So I think people need to be aware of that. So you're standing here, comparing yourself to this influencer who, if they compared themselves to their stuff, they would get body dysmorphia and freak out. Okay. And in fact, many of them do. Notice how many of your fitness influencers develop eating disorders, all sorts of various drug habits, all the way up to and including taking appetite suppressant drugs like nicotine patches and all this crazy stuff, right? You see all this crazy stuff they do because they can't stay as lean as they see themselves as. So, you need to be aware of that when you're looking at a lot of these people. And this is before we get into the fact that, yes, they are almost all of them, a few exceptions. But why do you care about the exceptions would be my point. Stop caring about the exceptions. So you're going to have a rare genetic freak who is not you. Okay, because if you were a genetic freak, you wouldn't be comparing yourselves to them. You'd be like, man, I just look better than everybody at the gym. I go in and work out. I've been working out for 1.5 years, and I have the best physique out of anybody I know. That would be you. That's where you would be. If you were a genetic freak, that 1 in a million genetics of the guy who might really look phenomenal and look like he might be on a little bit of gear who's not, then you wouldn't be worried about it. So again, his physique does not apply to you either. Okay? You would already know if you're in the top 0.1% in terms of just your ability to just look lean and jacked with great insertions and gain body fat. Very, very difficult to gain muscle easy. You would already know. So it doesn't matter that you say, well, I think that out of these hundreds or thousands of them, I think there's 3 guys who are natural. And so they have it easier than everyone else and easier than you. So maybe their methods might not even be that great for you, would be the other thing to think about. So again, people want to compare themselves to this, but you have to understand how much illusion there is. Okay? Yeah, I train shirtless year round on camera, but I also don't look like they do. But they don't look like they do either. So just keep that in context, guys. I pretty much do this several days a week. 52 weeks a year, and I train this way, so I can't really be dehydrated and pull all this nonsense, so you got to just do it. But, a lot of the people that you are following, they do that. They literally only have their shirt off for a photo shoot or a cameo. They're shirtless not even once a week, maybe once a month. Sometimes they've dieted to do a whole bunch of stuff in one go, shirtless in pictures and photo shoots with lighting and a little bit of editing, and they prepared and peaked for that. They don't look like that. Just like the professional bodybuilder does not look like he looks at contest time, right? The other 11 months out of the year, he probably looks not even close. In fact, a lot of them don't even have a six-pack. They don't have abs. Okay? A lot of them have love handles. 6 months out of the year. I have known serious competitive bodybuilders who get absolutely shredded to the bone, who 6 months out of the year literally have love handles, have a little bit of belly pooch. Okay, so again, keep in mind with a lot of these people you're following, they don't look like that year round. It's an illusion they're selling you. Okay, So again, be careful, and especially as AI has gotten better, and and again, filters and lighting and Photoshop. Okay, so people have to quit comparing themselves to this. It's like the women who literally compare themselves to the woman on the cover of the modeling magazine, who perfect lighting, airbrush, her cellulite has been airbrushed out. Okay, so even a lot of those supermodels that was noted, they get thinned out on camera a little bit, they do a little touch up, they literally airbrush out their cellulite. They got cellulite and stuff. And then women have body image issues from it. Well, it's the same with a lot of the people you guys are following. Okay, people get this body dysmorphia from it because they don't realize they don't look like that. And even if one of them occasionally they'll post a picture, well, here's what I look like, somebody does. Do you look like that all the time, or did you just take that picture once a year when you looked at your best? I mean, come on, guys. With perfect lighting, maybe, you made sure you were a little dry. Okay, that's not reality. Reality is what you're going to look like every day. Just what you're going to look like every day. Stop buying into it. And stop allowing it to make you feel like you're not doing good enough when you know that you are. Like if you're literally coming in and killing it every day, and your diet is healthy and clean, you're lifting hard with good programming, you're putting up good numbers, you're doing your cardio, okay? Think about that. Plus, keep in mind, most of them are going to be on gear. They have to. And on top of that, it's not just gear. It's not just gear. When you start really talking to a lot of them, I mean, they're like, yeah, man, I use Clint, I use T3. Then I need stuff to keep my appetite in check. I take nicotine patches and all this stuff to suppress appetite, right? Just to even be able to stay as lean as they are, while the same ones are over here talking. That's the worst ones right there too. The ones who are like, I don't eat clean year round. I work all this junk in, and they show you the treats they work in, and then you find out they literally take extra drugs to suppress their appetite so they can get away with eating this crap without overeating. It's like they're selling illusion. They're selling BS. Okay? So be aware of that. Be aware of there's a little bit of difference between reality and what these guys are doing, especially when they only have their shirt off certain times. It's not all the time. You can definitely tell when there's Photoshop being used sometimes. You can tell when there's AI being used. You see it all the time, and it's very obvious. Okay? And then on top of that, when they claim they do that while still eating, I eat all this junk here, and there, and here's me eating some pizza and some ice cream, and it's like, yeah, that's not going to work for the average guy. The average guy who's not taking the appetite-suppressing drugs you are and doesn't have Photoshop, and they don't have trend. Just saying, stop comparing yourself to them, guys. It's just going to give you body image issues. Come in and give 100%. Do the best you can. Train your ass off. Eat clean and get it done.